The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
And we're back! No.
You get to do it every time?
I know.
It only works when he does it.
And we're back!
See, that was more fun. I enjoyed that.
Oh, I apologize now to the audience for the next 4 episodes, because something tells me that this evening is going to be a little interesting. Okay.
No apologies necessary.
If they've listened this
If they made it this far, they're in for the long haul. It's their f***ing fault.
If you're still here.
They have a wide gamut of experiences to experience.
What?
I don't know.
Did you say gambit?
Gamut.
Gambit. Okay, I thought I heard it
Which,
being...
much like the word life's blood, is a real word.
That motherfucker said that it wasn't. I never disagreed
His
with
wife
that.
said it wasn't.
It was definitely, version.
Didn't you say it wasn't?
No!
That?
I would-
Okay.
I'd like to point out that actually I typed it into Word the other day because the word came to my mind and it auto-corrected, so it is a word. Anyway, we have no starting point for this, so let's just...
It's just weird that you keep looking at me when you're saying it. I feel like
No.
I agree that life's blood's a word.
I'm watching what's going on behind you. I'm
No,
watching
you're
the piece.
making eye contact right now. Like you handed me the toilet paper last time. Don't ever run out of toilet paper at Cody's house. That's all I'm saying.
And we're back!
Please leave that little clip in. Okay, keep going.
Oh, we'll see.
That's going to be another t-shirt.
Don't poop at Cody's.
Don't ever run out of toilet paper at Cody's. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Makes you use pine cones.
So,
For God's sake. Okay, I should probably have a book, some notes, maybe an ink pen. Hey, you want to hand me my ink pen there, Lucas?
It says ink pen. There's only one pen on the table. Do you really have to, specify that it doesn't write in blood?
yeah.
Life's blood?
Absolutely.
And we're back!
Nope.
Nope.
Still not fun.
So, we left ourselves in the... Where are we?
We're in the tavern.
It has a name, Lucas. Do you call it by its name?
No, I call it a tavern.
A tavern
The
has a
Blue
name.
Water Inn. In.
We're at the Blue Water Inn.
Tavern has no name.
I believe Lestat, in his infinite wisdom, had threatened the half-elf bard jester character Rictavio.
Oh yeah. And I made the insight check.
Yes, that
Yeah.
he does not give a flying about any sort of threat that this demony tiefling gives him.
True statement.
I mean, does the tiefling actually look like Lucas?
No.
Like,
He looks
This is a fantasy,
Looks
so I
a lot
assume he
better.
looks like Lucas but badass.
right?
I assume you all are basically playing yourself.
So
but
pretty
badass.
much nothing like Lucas.
Probably
Oh,
red
snap.
tinted, maybe? Red tinted, probably?
I don't know.
Tiefling?
You definitely. I mean, there's no
like Tim
bones about
Curry.
it.
Does it look like Tim Curry from Legend?
There's no doubt about it.
Not
Like
quite that big, but...
you are in fact, a demon-looking son of a gun. So you look
Son of a gun.
evil.
I look worse now because of the dream I had.
Or better.
I don't think it got better.
No, do you look better?
No. It got worse.
Your looks?
No, you don't.
Your
Yeah.
physical looks got worse.
Yes, they did.
Oh, did you
My
start to
facial,
get
my facial
blonde?
features actually changed.
It changed. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Was it worse or better?
More
Charisma
scary.
went down, didn't
There
it?
you go.
Charisma did go down by a full point, by a
Yeah.
full modifier.
But my strength went up.
It's weird.
So it's kind of like when
I
Hellboy
want a
does his
powerful
ragey
trait.
thing and he the horns grow and stuff
Exactly
like that.
what it was.
Not nearly quite that badass, but yes,
Is
more
it-
angular jaw. So, what do you want to do?
Well, here's what we usually do. We kick down doors and kill people. So let's not do that this time. Let's actually try to investigate this and figure out where she's at. Instead of going directly to the big boss, let's ask around town, see if we see anything.
I don't think there's anybody to ask anything about.
I don't ask anybody.
I think we should kill our way to the truth. And let me study the bodies.
Okay.
No? Alright then.
What's your character name again?
He's the monk,
Oh, monk.
Steve.
Forgot.
Steve.
I
the
forgot I was
monk.
supposed to give you a different name every time we talk to you.
Cletus. I like
Cletus
Cletus.
T. Monk.
Cletus the monk.
Cletus T. Monk. T stands for the.
Is that the tiefling talking?
No.
Okay.
Just me making jokes.
Can you be T?
If you want to make fun of my monastic tradition, there might be an issue.
Can you be T. Lonius monk?
I'm not allowed to make that joke anymore, so no.
No, it was Felonious monk that you weren't allowed to make.
Well, no, then I said Thelonious earlier and I got called. So
Mr. T. Right. So, what is your opinion? What do you want to do?
I was asking the innkeepers about
The Mardikovs?
Izek. Okay. What can they tell me about Izek?
Not much more than you already know, I don't think. Izek was... I'm pretty sure we went over this in the last episode. Izek is a... he's the right-hand man of the Baron. He serves sort of as his head henchman. He's the captain of the guard. He sort of does the dirty work that is necessary for the Baron. He's lived in Vallaki his entire life. Lost his arm in some sort of incident in the forest outside of Vallaki. At some point, his arm came back. No one's really sure how or why. He's always been a little bit psychotic and violent. He's been very prone to violence.
Even before the arm thing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
The Mardikovs have been here for a long time, so they remember that far back, but most people wouldn't know Izek prior to him being taken in by the Baron. And as I recall, let me look. I believe he was taken in by the Baron, and the arm came back after that. I do not believe the arm came back before that. Yes, he worked for the Baron for a number of years, and then suddenly had an arm. No one really questioned it, given his demeanor and his status.
Any idea where he lives?
They assume that he lives with the Baron.
Okay.
That's not a place we should be kicking the door down on.
Really?
I mean, they've proven kind of inept thus far.
What's Rictavio doing?
He is...
Sort of giving a wry smile to my threat, more than anything.
Oh no,
No.
he was playing it off like he was scared shitless, and I saw that he really wasn't.
Yes.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, everyone except for Brassrocks assumes he sort of looks scared.
Okay.
He hasn't moved. It's sort of like... have you ever seen, if you're familiar with, like, fighting stances and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? Like, you notice a whole tonal shift. It's kind of like, if you see somebody who knows, like, Taekwondo, they might put their hands up so you're looking at their hands, but at the same time they pull their foot back because you know you're getting ready to kick the opponent in the face.
Mm-hmm.
He's not physically doing that, but that's his whole demeanor. His whole demeanor is, whoa, dude, you're freaking me out. I'm terrified, but at the same time you
The
realize...
eyes are there.
Yes, the eyes, the body posture, everything is ready at a moment's notice that if Lestat jumps him, he looks like he's ready to tear his throat out.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
I don't know.
I'm going with the flow.
Sitting at the bar, I guess.
Are there other people in this room?
Nope, it is essentially the four of you, Rictavio, and the Mardikovs. Actually, perception checks.
If nothing else, I'm gonna go
Better yet, hold on, passive perception. Anybody have a good passive perception?
14.
11. 14.
Alright, then I'll take active perception check.
I also rolled an 11.
20.
Hang on. 21.
So the 20 and the 21, Pithur and Brassrocks, you both realize that there are two heads poking out from one of the banisters, watching you guys. I don't know if you were introduced or not, but you would assume these are the Mardikovs' children. So yes, otherwise, I mean, you can go to the bar, but Irwin is over here because of the commotion, so no one's serving at the bar at the moment.
No, that's fine.
And I'm going to walk away from these three and walk Rictavio away and be like trying to calm him down, and when we're far enough away I'll talk to him.
I need some sort of charisma-based check.
Like a persuasion?
Sure. We'll start there.
13.
He'll definitely let you lead him away slightly, but he definitely seems hesitant. What do you say to him?
You don't have to worry about the tiefling, although I know you're really not.
I'm just, just a concerned bystander.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen the eyes before.
He just looks at you.
Nothing?
Nope.
Is there any other kind of roll you can do?
I mean, it's all a question of how you want to approach it.
I'm looking for someone who can actually give me some answers, and you look like you're keeping a lot to yourself.
Well,
Like, you... How the hell do I say this? I suck at talking.
how do you want to approach him?
Who are you approaching? I'm sorry.
He's speaking to Rictavio.
I'm trying to get across that I think that I know he's more than he's playing off to be, and I'm hoping to get some information to help people.
Tell him that you know he's more than meets the eye.
He may, in fact, be a robot in disguise.
Yes.
Will you roll insight?
9?
You can't tell if he's getting the hint of anything that you're trying to say.
No, 10.
Pithur, Erwin will walk back over and, can I help you?
No thanks.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, let me know. I'll more than happy to serve.
Keep that in mind.
He looks at you strangely. He's going to stay behind the bar. He finds it weird that you're sitting at the bar but don't want to drink, so he's going to... You see him busily, clean things so that he's present at a moment's notice, but he's just like, why is this guy sitting at the bar?
What are we trying to find out where Ireena went? And our only lead is Isaac's weird behavior.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lestat or the monk?
Where are the restroom facilities?
They don't typically draw those on maps. I'm going to assume...
Out back.
Yes, I'm assuming it is an outdoor-only type thing.
Okay. Then the monk says, I'm going to have my morning constitution check. Get it? Constitution check? Okay. So, I go out back.
Yeah.
To go poopy?
I was waiting for the next part, because I'm assuming he's doing something, or are you just pooping?
Yes, I'm doing something.
Okay. Is it pooping?
No, it is not pooping.
Okay, just checking.
I'm looking around. What do I see? What's
What's
out back? Is there any businesses anywhere? Anything?
I mean, as far as the map of Vallaki is concerned, you're not in the center of town, but you're not far away. So it is. There are a number of residences. There, you aren't far away from many businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I will just kind of show you guys because this is 1.5 miles across. So this is Vallaki. So I've never actually showed you the map.
Oh, okay.
It's substantial.
Okay.
So
Can you just kind of give me a little point where are we?
Yeah.
Little you are
So
here sticker at the mall.
This sort of central area, I believe, is the town square. You guys are kind of north of it,
Okay.
but I mean, you're within walking distance of anything that you've seen so far, basically.
So I mean, just what's around me? What do I see? Residences, shops. What's around me?
Based on that map, probably for the most part residences.
Okay.
Like I said, the inn is a little off the beaten path, but you know that kind of like the image that I showed you of Vallaki, there's the Svalich Road that runs east and west, right? And then there's also, you've been here long enough, you would know this already. There's a gate north to the lake. And so the inn is sort of situated right off the center of town, right kind of at that T. So you can easily get on the road heading north, or you can get on the road that heads east-west.
And the Baron's home is to which cardinal direction?
It is a southwest, although only slightly west. Like, it's almost straight south. But you would have to cross through the center of town, past all the shops, and then there's sort of an outlying residence on the south side of town.
Okay, well, I go to the nearest residence south of the inn.
Okay, sure.
Knock on the door.
Make me a
knock check?
No, I mean, I don't
hit
know.
the door with your hand.
We're going sort of off
roll
script,
attack.
so I don't know if anyone's home or not.
Okay.
So let's say
It's early morning, right?
right. I don't. It just sort of depends.
Okay.
Yeah, if I go to the miller's wife, or the miller's home, he's probably already making bread somewhere.
Right.
High or low?
Hi.
Sure. You knock on the door, and a young woman answers. Hello. Because obviously she looks up at you.
Yeah.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm
Ma'am?
sorry. I'm sorry for the intrusion, ma'am. I'm asking your neighbors a few questions about something that happened last night.
Well, I didn't see or hear anything. I'm not sure what you might be referring to, sir.
How do I feel about her answer? Insight wise.
Roll insight.
Forward.
She is clearly in league with Strahd. She is, in fact, Asmodeus incarnate.
Anything last night? Any strange comings and goings? Have you seen perhaps any of the town guard?
I mean, there's sort of a night's watch that patrols occasionally. I mean, they walk through town. I mean, we're all pretty safe here normally.
Yeah.
The town guards are never more than a cry away.
Oh no! Excellent. Any sounds of a struggle or nothing
No.
at all? You're completely sure.
I'm sure. Do you have any other questions, sir?
No. Thank you for your time. If you think of anything, just ask for the monk.
door's already like
At the
3/4
blue
of the way
water.
closed.
Bitch. I say below my bad breath.
You are 7 feet tall.
Mhm.
I mean, you are an intimidating figure. No, you don't really pick up anything off of her. The insight roll's pretty turd.
Okay. Just wanted to
No, you're fine.
check. Is there any shops?
Yeah.
Anything that's open? Like right
Sure.
next to us?
I mean, already at this early morning, things are being opened. They're selling food is being sold. You would have some shops open, so it just sort of depends on where you would want to go and check out specifically.
Is there a business that would be like whatever would have been open or at least been inhabited the earliest? Is there a bakery nearby? Or
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to go speak with the baker.
Okay. You can go speak with the baker. Lestat. It'll take you a minute or two to walk there.
Yeah, I take long poops. My people are known for our massive turns.
He's got to meditate for many long minutes before anything
Hearty
starts.
potato-based diet.
My mother was called Gilda the Breech Birther.
God.
What's the closest shop to where we would have been sleeping? Like the closest building to where we would have been sleeping?
I mean,
I just asked. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's just
what I was
let's go to
shooting
this.
Yeah, no, I mean, probably the house that the monk just went to. I mean, this is a fairly large building on a bit of land.
Yeah,
because there is an
that's what I'm
attached
trying to figure out. I was
stable.
trying to remember how much space there was between us and.
I didn't think to check with the
Places.
stable boy. Is there a stable boy? Or
Uh,
is the
you-
kids just Brahm and what's her face?
Give me a. I'll call it a perception roll. Roll with advantage.
13 or we'll go with 13.
Okay. You don't think there is one. I mean, as you're sort of thinking through things now, because you've been around, you know that Rictavio seems to care for his own horse, as you recall. So
Okay.
you don't think there's one, but then you've never been, because you've
I
been
don't
here
have
for a
a
little
horse,
while.
so I don't know. I
You're right,
would have
exactly.
gone into the stable.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're like, was there a stable boy? So you're not quite sure. You've seen the kids playing there, so but again, you're not perceptive enough to make any sort of connection.
I'm sorry, I hijacked your turn. Go ahead.
That's quite alright. I was trying to figure out where to go. I forgot there was a stable. Now I kind of want to go there because I was going to go do something different. Just go check out the
Tell them you have to go poop. It works.
I have to go
No,
poop-
I mean, you
I have
can
to go
leave the
poop in
building.
stable.
No one's
Go
keeping
poop in
an
the
eye
stable. Your stable boy will clean that up for me, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You walk around. Are you walking around the perimeter of the stable, or are you just walking to the nearest door?
Yeah, I mean, I'll walk around it before I go in.
Okay, the stable is roughly 30 odd square feet, so it can't have too many stalls in it.
Okay.
There is a giant sliding door on one side, and then so there's a giant sliding door on the west, and then on the north and the south they're both like two regular sized doors.
Okay, I'll just open one of the regular sized doors.
Okay, you open a regular sized door; it opens easily.
Okay. Peek in. Is anybody in there?
You hear the squawking of birds and the plaintive whinny of a horse as you peer inside the stable. The stalls are clean and well maintained. One of them contains a gray mare. A small door is set into the east wall, and a wooden ladder gives access to a loft overhead. Perched on the wooden railing that encloses the loft are dozens of ravens.
I walk in, kind of, hello? Anybody in here?
That's pretty much it. I mean, depending on, I'm not sure which stall the horse is in. But if you,
I imagine I would find it pretty easily.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, there are only 4 stalls, and they're
So-
10 by 10.
Yeah, no, I'll go check. It's only the one horse.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll go look at the horse.
It is a.
Would I have already known that Octavio had the horse? Like, his horse?
Would you know? Probably not.
Okay.
However, make me an intelligence roll. I'm trying to think if there's any skill that would give you a bonus or not. It's just how smart you are.
Insight.
History.
I hate to use a history roll like that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Insight seems like the only thing that makes sense.
Just go ahead and give me an intelligence roll and add your modifier.
21.
There you go.
Sorry, 22.
It is 95% likely that it's his horse, because if you think about it, there's no one else staying in the rooms but you guys.
Right.
It's none of your horses. So it's probably not. If the Mardikovs all live here with their family, they don't have need for. That is for what is a draft horse. And it's very specifically a horse meant to pull things. So you know the monk walks around with next to nothing.
Yeah.
So it's probably Rictavio for carnival wagon or something to that effect.
Did I
you know
see
what I
a
mean?
wagon? Did I see a wagon anywhere nearby or inside of the thing?
No.
There's literally nothing else in here. Like, what's up in the loft?
You would have to climb up there.
I will climb up in the loft.
Load ravens.
A ton of ravens.
Not worried about the ravens.
You should be.
Yeah.
The light is dim enough at this point. Yeah, especially because where you're at, the upper parts of the loft face north, south, and west. So since it is early morning, it is almost pitch black up there. Dim light spilled through a pair of dirt-encrusted windows reveals piles of hay with pitchforks sticking out of them. Ravens rule this roost. You can see hundreds of them.
Is a raven something that can attack me?
They get swarmed
Like,
too.
ideally, is that a possibility?
Give me a nature roll.
20 on that?
Absolutely.
Guess I'll leave those guys alone. And there's literally nothing else in here for me to look at. There are no other small rooms in here.
No, it is all open.
Workbench, anything? Nothing.
No, it is all piles of hay with pitchforks. You can make me a perception roll.
15.
Might be a small chest off in the corner somewhere. Like you sort of you're
On the floor level?
no, in the loft. So you climb up to the loft, right? And there's sort of an open spot where they can pitch the hay down.
Yeah.
Sort of tucked into the corner. So it's facing the door and coming 20 feet out. It's open, so you pitch the hay down into it, right? Sort of like, so you climb up the ladder. The ladder's on the far side. Sort of in the corner of the building, there's like a small, I don't know, 2.5 foot long trunk, by foot.
Are there
trunk.
windows up here in the loft too?
Yes, they are grime covered, and it is nearly impossible for you to see up here, not in your dark vision.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to the chest. Sure, why not? Curious fellow.
Your passive perception is 14. Give me an animal handling roll.
5.
Cool. You open the chest, huh?
It's full of ferrets. They scatter.
No, it strikes me really funny that Lucas is going to die by a bunch of blackbirds.
It's okay.
Why is it always going to be black with you?
Ravens.
They used to call me the White Raven.
As you
That's not true.
open the chest,
Mm-hmm.
you see piles of money.
Sure.
You see approximately 5 bottles of whose contents are
Unknown.
unknown,
I suddenly want him to live.
and you see a gray bag. However,
A gray bag. That,
you don't really have much time to investigate.
that's fair.
As 100 ravens peck at your eyeballs.
As the entire roost fills, as the entire hayloft, which serves as their roost, fills with motion. And I need to go find where my wife put the monster manual. Lestat also notices as he approaches as he approaches the chest and opens the chest, part of the wall next to the chest, there's light shining through it.
Okay.
There's very clearly a door that is designed in such a way to keep mostly hidden, but because of the backlight flowing in from the inn,
I can see it.
you can clearly see it.
Okay.
You see 4 swarms of ravens attack you.
Okay. Did you get any action or no?
I'm going to say, since you had no idea that they were coming at you, even though I gave you an animal handling, I'm going to let them go first.
Okay.
And then you can go.
So you have
So
to
I
roll
was saying,
for
I
all
know if you want me
100
to roll
of them,
initiative or not.
No, don't worry about initiative. The question is, do I go first or do you go first? And since you
Right.
had no idea that they were watching you, I'm going first.
Well, I knew they were there.
You didn't know they were a threat.
You didn't know that
I
as
rolled
you
nature.
walked...
I rolled nature and knew that they could possibly attack me.
And when you watched animal handling, you didn't realize how they all ruffled their feathers and slowly turned to watch you as you went to it. Yes, sir.
Are they vermin? Do they count as vermin in this?
Yes.
Insofar as you said that Strahd, and I told my companions this,
No,
can
they actually
control
count
vermin.
as... They actually count as beasts. Sorry, they do not count as vermin.
Just checking.
Okay.
Officially.
Sure.
What am I rolling?
What's the distinction?
That.
What's the distinction?
Miss.
Distinction? Strahd
hits.
can control rats and vermin.
Miss. Hit. So two of the...
Sorry,
You were
vampires
covered in a
can't
flurry of
Strahd.
blows as they all just start hecking the ever-living out of you. I said 2 hits, right?
Yes, sir.
15 damage.
Wow.
You're so fun. You're gonna die by birds. Alfred Hitchcock has such a huge boulder right now.
So I noticed that opening or what have you. I'm busting through there and getting out of the loft.
Okie dokie.
Take the chest, thief.
Well, as always, I come into a session going, I wonder how this is going to go. And I have a plan, and I go, it's going to go this way.
Never goes your plan.
You absolutely said before we started, before they got here, you're like, I think I know exactly what you guys are going to do today. And Lucas found some ravens.
Boom. Yep, that was not it. That's why I like to be
Like,
sure.
can we in the inn, or I'm sorry, can those in the inn hear?
Yeah, I would probably
This-
scream.
Give me just a second.
I'm so excited.
I'm making sure...
Only 6 seconds has passed.
True. Just fluttering.
Lucas, you smash into this door.
Yep.
And you fall into a room.
Okay. I close the door. As soon as
You're
I
on-
land, I kick it shut.
You're on the floor at the moment. I will
Inside
take,
the room is 3 manticores.
I will take
It's like Indiana Jones going from one dangerous animal to the next.
passive perceptions. You're 11, so no bueno.
I'm pooping.
14.
Oh, yeah,
no,
you're not even there.
no, mine's 15 now. Because my wisdom went up.
Davun, you hear a thump, a big thump, like upstairs. And as you look up, the boys who are hanging out turn and look back to one of the rooms, and you see both the Mardikovs look at each other and then look up at the room. And they start running upstairs. Lucas, you've crashed into a large bedroom.
Can I tell that it's the Mardikov's room?
We're gonna get kicked out of the only f***ing inn.
Matching end tables flank a large wood-framed bed with a red silk canopy. Across from the bed hangs a tapestry depicting a beautiful mountain valley. The other walls are dominated by a fireplace and wardrobe.
Okay.
Silk hangings?
Yeah,
Fancy
so I
inn.
leave this room and go out into wherever I'm heading. I don't know where I'm heading. I'm assuming I'm
Probably blindly
in some
running,
weird
aren't
room. Like I don't know what I know. My bearings know that I'm inside the tavern now.
You would assume that you are.
Okay, so I go through. Like I said, I closed that door that I fell through, and then I go through the other door.
So
Does the door latch? Did he break it when he went through it?
Oh, absolutely.
You should. He broke it so that the birds
No,
can.
I'll scoot one of the end tables in front of it.
What's your passive perception?
14.
The birds aren't following you.
Okay.
Um,
Still gonna close
Can
the
I
door.
follow the Mardikovs?
So this all kind of happens really quickly as they run up the stairs, as you perhaps get up from your seat and move towards that direction. And at this point, even Pithur, because he bolted past the bar, you see Erwin sort of, you sort of stand up. And as you stand up, you guys see the bedroom door fling open of what they told you was not guest bedrooms, what they sort of intimidated was their bedrooms. And you guys see, thank you. You guys see Lestat, I took a good chunk of your hit points, didn't I?
You took about half.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't write that down. 26.
You see Lestat come busting over. He's hanging over the railing. He is just torn up. just rends, just claw marks, and just tears at his face, and he's just bleeding.
breathing heavily.
He's gonna get the toxoplasmosis.
What are you doing? I mean, and they keep running up the stairs. What are you doing in our bedroom? Were you in the loft?
Found your door.
And he sort of roughly pushes you out of the way and goes into the bedroom, and you can see he's trying to, put the door back together.
I'll help you fix it.
No, just go. Just go.
All right. I'll just go downstairs and sit down. Take a cloth and start patting all the blood off my face.
You actually see Danica turn. She's like, I understand that your friend has gone missing, and for that I apologize, but you just tear up people's rooms?
Not intended. I got attacked by your roost of ravens up there. Is it a murder for ravens, or is that just crows?
To see what would be a murder.
It's probably the same. They're basically the same kind of bird.
I actually saw it in the book, but I forget what it is. I think it's a kindness.
I think it is a kindness. You're correct.
I believe it is.
What the f***?
I think it's called a kindness of ravens.
That's weird.
It's like you. There's no need for you to be up there. Why were you up there? What were you doing?
I was in. I lost the word. I was in the stables, looking around.
Oh, a conspiracy.
That's right.
A conspiracy, an unkindness, or a constable.
We should have
of
known that
ravens.
because of Nevermore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway,
Conspiracy of ravens.
yes. No, I was in the stables, just taking a look around. I got attacked. I didn't know what to do. I saw some light through a wall. I just busted through it. It was either that or die up there.
Roll me a persuade.
Persuade?
Yeah. You're not lying. It's not a fast talk.
No.
You're telling the truth.
Persuade.
It's in the peas.
I got an inspiration if I need it, I guess.
Don't waste it on this.
Well,
Really?
then it's a
Go
six.
ahead and do it. Your thing.
You notice that she's getting more and more. She's getting more and more agitated. I can't believe you. Why would you? What? You were kind enough to open up our homes, and you. Why? Why are you?
You're not that kind. It's your job.
Yeah.
Man.
Once again, accident. Sorry. And I'll just kind of walk out so she cools on because she clearly doesn't want me in the room right now.
Perception checks from the two still in the room. Did you go upstairs?
I was starting to.
So you're probably somewhere on the landing.
Sure.
Roll with it, perception with advantage.
He done.
Crit 22.
Oh,
Nice.
24.
Oh, you both here.
24.
You see Erwin rush back out to Danica, and you see him speak to her, attempting to be soft. And you both hear him say, it doesn't appear that he took any of it. And you see her suddenly kind of, where she was very agitated and sort of panicky and sort of looked like she wanted to run down and slap him. Now she's sort of a little bit more calm.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that and go up and offer to replace anything that he took.
It's nothing. I understand. Erwin seems a little bit more calm about this. It is. You must understand. Even though Vallaki is probably the safest in the whole valley, we deal with a number of our own problems, and this loss of your friend is. It bothers us greatly. So I understand your friend going up there, but had he simply asked, I would have shown him the loft. It is, unfortunately, as he found out, very, very dangerous with the ravens. If you would like, I can show you the loft. There was, as you might have surmised, an access to the, to escape should something ever happen to the tavern. My wife, the boys, they could get out through the stables, and he must have gone up there and been attacked by the ravens because they roost up there by the hundreds, and it was just sort of an old safeguard thing. Everything's fine. It's just a little unnerving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like waking up and your friend's gone.
I call for Pithur and ask him if he wants to join me outside for a moment. You want to come out here for a quick?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. Come on.
Matt, the monk has made it to the mill. You see
Is it the shop's clearly open
Yes.
for business?
Yes.
So I just walk in.
And you've probably been in here before, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you need to be, but you've been seen by this guy, so
So what's his name?
We'll call him Bruce.
Good morning, Bruce.
He's like, hello, sir. What can I do to help you today?
Two things. Do you still have any of those cinnamon rolls?
Yes, actually we do.
Two, please, and while you're gathering those, and I pull out the appropriate amount. What is it?
Oh, we'll call it a silver.
Okay, give him a silver. How many silver to a gold?
10. It's a dime.
Okay. What time did you get here to start baking this morning?
Oh, I usually get up right before the sun rises. He gives you... They don't really...
Water clocks are expensive.
Yeah, so...
Is it clear that he lives above the shop?
In all likelihood, yes. Yeah.
Listen, last night, one of our traveling companions was taken.
Oh my goodness, have you spoken to the town guard?
We haven't quite made it that far yet. It was just, while they're getting that taken care of, I've just been questioning some of the neighbors. If you've heard or seen anything through the night.
No, I can't say that we have. No, I can't say that I heard anything last night.
Now,
I'm
I would
sorry.
like to do the insight and see if he's
Go ahead.
truthful. Nat 20. No.
I mean, he's
truthful?
yeah, he's truthful.
He didn't hear us.
Yeah, he didn't hear or see anything. It was, as far as I know, a quiet night. And, you know, so I'm sure you know the town guard passes through here every couple of hours. That's horrible.
Oh, well, if you would just keep an eye out, her name's Ireena, and I give a description of her.
Oh, okay, yes.
And maybe if you
definitely.
just check with any customers that come in, if they've heard anything.
Sure, yeah.
We're staying over the Blue Water. I appreciate it
Yeah.
so much.
I would definitely, you know, speak to the city guard. I mean, they patrol. They might have seen something. I don't know.
Yes. We'll be speaking with them shortly. Thank you. Your gooey buns are delicious.
Giggity.
And then I walk back to the inn.
You
Because
see,
now I'm satisfied that a neighbor did not hear something.
You see Lestat standing outside. He is scratched and covered in blood.
The happened to you? I just left.
It's conspiracy, I tell you.
That's actually pretty good.
Give me that inspiration point back. Come on.
I didn't use
Oh,
it.
you didn't end up using it? Okay.
I didn't use it.
That was good. Conspiracy of what? What's happened? Have we found Ireena?
No. We haven't found much of anything at all. Here's an interesting fact.
Yes?
We have a man, a halfling, who says he's a circus folk. Where the hell is
Half-elf.
Half-elf? Is that was halfling?
No.
I felt.
Where's this circus? You know anything about a circus around here? You've traveled this land a little bit.
Have I heard anything about a circus?
Roll history.
Nat 20.
No.
Nope, definitely not. Nope.
So
100%
traveling
not.
circus folk with
You
no circus.
were you here for the festival of the wolves?
Yes.
There was no circus.
For the last festival, one of the wolves, that's when I arrived in town, there was no entertainment that weren't already native peoples. There was a little band.
Who the
Some
hell
of the
is this
children did a skit about the greatness of the Baron, and that was it. We ate a lot. It was
guy? Don't you
delicious.
find that a little
Do you have an
odd?
inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I like it. I like the witty banter. Please continue.
Don't you find it odd that it's a circus folk with no circus?
I don't know. I'm a monk from another dimension talking to a fellow with horns. So
Is he a circus guy, or I thought he said he was a bard?
he's a jester, is I believe the word that Cody used.
He does appear to be very gestury.
Okay.
Although not metagame, but as the two of you discuss this, the monk realizes that he's never really nailed down who Rictavio is. Like, he's around, he's there first thing in the morning, he takes his cut of raw meat, he leaves, says he's going to go see a friend, he takes raw meat and an apple,
I tell all of those things to my friend.
and then he shows back up in the evening.
Meat.
Yeah, it's the damnedest thing. A side of bacon, but none cooked.
And anyone who was
Not
there
even-
for
not even
breakfast
sliced.
should remember this the other day.
It's usually pork. I think he took chicken the
I
other
wasn't.
day.
What eats raw meat?
It's wolf steak.
I'm sorry?
The wolf steak. is
Wolf
what it would be.
steaks. He likes
No,
wolf steaks.
I wasn't there for breakfast today.
Just
I was
bullshitting.
at church. That's
Wolf
wolf.
steaks.
No, you would have been there when you guys first arrived in town.
Yeah.
And Isaac brought you here. Apple and wolf steak. He walked out the door.
Okay.
Was it wrapped? Like in paper? Like butcher paper or something? Okay.
What kind of creature eats raw meat?
Let me roll a nature check. I've got a 15.
Lots of animals do. I mean,
Most things that don't have thumbs and can cook their own meat. So, like 99% of the life on this planet. Or like 99.5%. I'm not really sure.
to be fair, you should probably take that down because there are magical things here. So
It's
more
a
like
little high.
89%.
Even for a real world, that's pretty high.
I don't know. There's more ants in one colony than there are humans in the United States. I'm just saying, I don't know why I'm still in the voice. I'm talking about the monk doesn't know about the United States of America or ants. Okay.
Probably knows about ants.
I mean, maybe they're magical ants or something.
What I'm trying to get at is
They make flutes.
For more ants.
we recently there was recently a festival
that's
of wolves.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, the Baron kind of just throws festivals all the time.
Wolves, you idiot! Wolves eat raw meat.
No, it's a wolf steak.
It's wolf steak.
Does it matter?
Well, wolves aren't cannibals. That's disgusting.
If it's meat, they will eat it.
I apologize. It is cooked. It is not raw.
Okay, well that changes.
Well, yes, that changes a lot. Clearly, it's going to one of the
conversation.
11% beings that cook their meat.
So forget everything that was just said.
To be fair, you just mathematically took it down.
You said 89%, so I changed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Matt,
Never mind, then.
what did you roll in your history?
15. No, the history was a 20. Nat 20.
He says that he takes it to his portly friend.
He takes it to that fat gentleman on the edge of town.
You've never bothered to ask. You just see him leave.
We exchange pleasantries in the morning. You know, I usually have the porridge. It's delicious with a little brown sugar.
Lovely.
Why do you taste so good? I wistfully look off in the distance.
He's claimed to be a lot of things, though. He's claimed to be a bard. He's claimed to be a jester. He's claimed to be a carnival ringmaster. All sort of performance-y type stuff. And Matt, you would know because the monk is there in the evenings. He typically will draw a small crowd telling of outrageous things like bunnies with fangs and, you know, how the sky lights with fire in this distant land and, you know, common legends
stuff.
and myths.
He tells
and stuff.
stories and sometimes gets a shekel.
Plays a bit of music, perhaps.
Yeah.
A bit of juggling.
Doesn't he have a lute?
I think
say
he
he
has
had
a
a
lute.
lute.
I think he has a lute.
So his horse was actually pretty nice.
I mean, decent enough horse. It's a draft animal. Well taken care of. Nicely brushed. Well maintained.
That's probably where the apple goes.
He definitely takes care of his horse. Probably where the apple goes. But where does he go?
Maybe it's one of those meat-eating horses.
Maybe.
What about you gentlemen in the inn?
Are you talking to him, to Octavio? Are you near him?
I don't know where
Octavio's
Rictavio
gone already.
Or did you
right?
go? You went upstairs.
Rictavio's gone.
Out for assistance, right?
I was talking to the innkeepers.
Yeah, he was talking to Erwin and
Okay.
Donica.
So we're right outside the inn, right? Can we just come in now?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
I come in and say, it was a +4 constitution. Anyway, now continue so I can hear this conversation.
Whatever inspiration he would have earned, he lost.
That was wasted.
Minus 2 fate points. Matt, you see that Danica gives Lestat a dirty look as she is, you know, cleaning up the breakfast plates and stuff.
I sit down in the furthest corner away from everyone. All in me onesie.
So, where are we at on the questioning? I checked with the baker. He's probably the earliest that gets up around here. He heard and saw nothing last night, and I, for some reason, with a 5% chance, really believe him. So I got a 20.
So is Erwin still there talking to me, or
He's gone. I mean, you see he's sort of moving back and forth. It seems like behind the bar there is a door that goes outside. So it looks like you saw him go out a few moments ago, and now he's coming back in. He's got like a hammer and some tools. Like it looks like he is now going to go upstairs. So you can probably catch him if you want to ask him something, but he's clearly in the process of repairing the damage done.
okay? I will go and help him if he'll let me.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
It was my friend who did this to you.
I understand, but if you can understand
Sensitive nature.
the private nature of one's bedroom,
I do.
Meow.
In all honesty, I need help.
You need help?
I need to find my friend. I need to know if I can go to the city guard.
I've already
The
lost.
city-
The dealings I've had with Isaac say no.
The city guard follow Isaac and the Baron, and he gives you a pointed look.
Who around here can I trust? The priest is the best I've come across so far.
You see him sort
And
of...
you find folks who seem to be giving me the straightest answers yet.
Roll
Perhaps I could
persuade with
fondle your
advantage.
balls, sir. Have you heard of a
Yeah,
Dutch
you're laying
rudder?
on pretty thick.
Yeah, persuasion is 19.
There aren't a lot of folk that I trust in Vallaki. I've lived here all my life. My family is stretched across the valley. You would do well to be careful who you place your trust in. I trust myself, I trust my family, and no offense, sir, I trust very few else.
Understood.
Now, that is to say that there are a number of individuals of import in this city you may or may not have met, and there are those whose goals that sometimes run counter to others. I do not know if you've ever heard of the phrase of the enemy's enemy.
Yes.
I don't want to be involved, sir, but there are...
That's why I waited to talk to you until we were away from everyone else.
There are a number of other sources of power in town, though the Baron might be the best.
Really?
You're new to this land, yes?
Yes.
Sometimes in Barovia you are forced to deal with unfortunate choices.
Huh. Who else are we dealing with?
He doesn't seem to want to give that up.
Okay.
He seems very, very... give me an insight roll. He seems very uncomfortable giving any of that information up. You do intuit based on the language that he uses. I'll say I can see the 19, so
Yeah,
that's a good solid roll.
26.
The language that he's using makes you seem that perhaps there are other parties who are against the Baron's ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but that Erwin doesn't trust those people anymore.
Uh-huh.
You would get the sense that it's probably someone of wealth. It's probably someone that with a few inconspicuous questions you can ask and you would find out, but he doesn't even want to mention their names.
Okay.
And with that role, I will also tell you that it's more than just a privacy issue, but he does not want you in his bedroom or in the loft.
Okay.
Because he can control ravens to be watchdogs. They didn't attack till he opened the lid. That's some cool power.
All right. I'll let him be. I'll
Okay.
go back downstairs.
Anything else you other gentlemen would like to do?
Were you able to question Rictavio?
No, not effectively.
Who's in there? Who's in the room? Is the lady in the room?
Yes.
Donica?
Donica is furiously... She is as angrily wiping glasses while staring at Lestat as she can.
Donica, in the interest of getting this tiefling out of here, who's the portly fellow that Rictavio goes to meet every morning?
Portly fellow.
That's how he describes him. He just says he's visiting his portly friend. I'm assuming he means some fat person, corpulent.
I believe he's talking about Gaddoff. Gaddoff is looking after his monkey, I believe.
I'm sorry, Rictavio has a monkey.
Yes, it performs with him. Oh, he was here many weeks before you were.
Oh,
Apparently,
that's interesting.
Apparently, Mr. Blinsky really enjoys the pet and has been looking after it for Rictavio. I assume Rictavio has been... Are you talking about the wolf steak?
Yes, yes.
I assume that he's been taking the wolf steak to Mr. Blinsky.
Does Rictavio ever eat anything while he's here?
Yeah.
Okay, I see him in the mornings, and apple and a wolf steak.
Well, he takes a couple of apples.
Yeah, fair enough.
So who's Blinsky?
The toy maker.
Oh.
Where's the toy shop again? I'm sorry.
She gives you directions. It's just off the town square.
Thank you so much. Donica, I lay down a couple silver for the trouble, for the damage I'm surmising from this conversation has occurred. I saw Irwin with the tools walk through. Please, sorry.
Lucas, would you like to take any of your short rests to recover any hit points? Because I'm going to say that you've been hanging out for roughly an hour.
Yeah, sure.
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.